It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Browns and the Eagles under the lights on Thursday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the rookie 6th-rounder out of Stanford, Tanner McKee.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
2nd and 6. Here's McKee. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw. McKee. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Hines now on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, coming off a surprising Pro Bowl season, 4th-year pro out of Utah, Tyler Snoop Huntley.
A 3-year starter at the University of Utah. He got his NFL opportunity as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Huntley to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw, Huntley. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McKee to throw here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Up the middle with Barkley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. McKee now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Complete. Smith has it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch for the Eagles' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a 1st down. And McKee now. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And McKee will look to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw, McKee. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 3rd and 3. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. McKee. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. McKee. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Huntley. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. And they'll try to run the option here. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. 2nd down and 6 now. Here's Huntley. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He can't get him down. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Off the play fake. McKee. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how'd it become 4th down?
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Hines. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Huntley looks to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hundley on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, McKee. Over the middle, he's got Parker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McKee. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McKee to Barkley on the check down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down. Barkley inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And he fends him off. And that went to the right side and incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Now Huntley. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's Huntley. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Here's Huntley. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Right back to Njoku. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Huntley to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
And out now come the Eagles. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Looking to throw, McKee. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Cleveland offense making their way out. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Ready to take over again on offense. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. McKee to throw here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. And that is incomplete here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Huntley working from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half, and now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And McKee will look to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, McKee. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw, Huntley. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Huntley now bootlegging it, fighting to stay upright. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Huntley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And McKee now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
There's a nice move, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. McKee. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
This short throw caught by Goddard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's McKee. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay,
this one's
Coach,
been as good as
adjustments
advertised.
likely
Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half,
so far.
and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet,
the Browns
but still a half
set
to go
to work
as
to
we
begin
get
this
you
third
back
quarter.
out to Brandon Gott.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. Fighting, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Open man is Uzama. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now a first down throw, Greer. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Second and 10. Here's Greer again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson. That'll be caught by Foreman. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again, they turn to Ford, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Thompson Robinson now. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Greer on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Greer. Pass incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson to throw on 1st down. Staying on his feet. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. That would complete to Prochet. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Foreman will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson now to throw.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. Well, it's been a field goal extravaganza so far. That's 3 for him now, and it ties our game at 9-9.
I got a feeling the touchdowns are coming, though. Trust me on that one.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 48-yard line, here's second down at a yard. Option handoff for Gainwell. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Greer. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Back to throw, Greer. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will take the lead here at 12-9. Now the kicker fest continues. He's been good, though. Knocked through 4 of them now.
If you're the kickers for these two teams, you know what you're doing next week in practice?
Asking for a pay raise?
Yeah, besides that, you're walking into all the meeting rooms saying, you love us now, don't you? Now you love us because you need us, because that's all we've seen. Kickers scoring all the points.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action, now Thompson Robinson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st down, Thompson Robinson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. The DTR going to throw it here. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A run by Foreman to start the drive. Fights loose. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Thompson Robinson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Foreman powering ahead. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Thompson Robinson off of play action. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw is DTR. Keeps himself upright. And now another one thrown incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This will be from 49 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major. firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. It's brought in by Wilson. Down the left sideline. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Gainwell. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to...
And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the
pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On play action, Greer to throw it. Able to get away. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now Greer. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Greer looks to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A beautiful fake, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Sidney Brown in on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Ford. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run it on first with Foreman. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Thompson Robinson now. It fights him off. And that is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Gainwell gets it on the option. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Greer. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
That escapes, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50 and out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 34.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On second down, Thompson Robinson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Greer. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles